My name is Scott. I'm a member of the Coding Capers team. Together with Ina, Tane, Derek, Thomas, Luke, and myself, we have produced the following game through the semester of the software engineering class and wanted to demonstrate our product at this point. This is developed using VisualStudio.net and uses Node.js on the server side to power it. And so this is our GUI front end. So what we're going to do at this point is I'm going to join the game for each one of my teammates. You see a message there that she's joined as Scarlett, the first player. Derek. Thomas. Luke. And finally, I'll join as well. And so you see here, number of players, 6 of 6. We're going to go back to that first tab, and Scarlett's going to be able to start the game. So highlighting one of the first requirements in the game is you'll see here that we have our 3x3 grid with the hallways connecting, and you'll see that each one of our players begins adjacent to a hallway. So you see that each one of the players moves around here. What I also want to point out is our navigation. So in accordance with the requirements, first move must be to the hallway that is adjacent to your home square. So in Ina's case here, we're going to try to move her here, but you can see if I try to move her into the lounge or into the hall, that's not possible. So snaps back. However, if I try to move her into her, the square that's adjacent to her home square, that is a legal move. Next, you see that the move has been changed to Tane, and so Tane is now able to move over here. So we're just going to populate everybody into their hallways and move them. But just randomly, I will select and try to move Thomas here into the ballroom. You see he's not allowed to move anywhere except for that square that is adjacent to his. So addressing a lot of these mobility questions. So there you go. And then finally, I'll be moved. Once again, can't go into the library or the study, can only go here into that first square. Now what I'd like to do is I'm going to show that the cards have all been disseminated. So you see here there's an accuse button. You don't see the suggest button because we're not currently in a room. So one of the things that you're going to see here is that all the cards have been disseminated among the players. So in the case of Ina, she has the revolver, the rope, and also has the green card. Okay, now we're going to go over to mustard, lead pipe, and lounge. Plum candlestick, and peacock. Hall, billiard room, and conservatory. Study, kitchen, and knife. Ballroom, dining room, and white. Okay, so now we're going to go back and demonstrate how players can maneuver. So it's Ina's turn, and we're going to go over here to the hall. And so now that Ina is located in the hall, you see that her suggestion is constrained to the hall. In her case, we'll just select these defaults, which would be the lead pipe and peacock, and we'll say suggest. Now, what you see here is that Luke, playing Peacock, has been moved to the hall. That's in accordance with the rules of the game, that the person who suggested will be relocated there. And now you see that the move has moved on to Tane. Now, in Tane's case, he happens to have one of the cards that can disprove Ina's suggestion. So in this case, he has the lead pipe card. And so he is going to reveal that card, and you will now see that he also now at this point gets to make a move into a room. So we'll move him into the lounge. Now in his case, he's going to have an opportunity to make another suggestion. We'll accept the defaults here, although you can see that all of the options are present here except for the room, which is locked down. And so now Derek, playing the white character, has been moved to the lounge. So you see here, this is to address the requirement that all players are notified when a card is revealed. We now know that Tane as Colonel Mustard revealed to Scarlet one of the cards related to her suggestion was incorrect. So Derek now can move on from being in the lounge, part of his accusation. Oops. And now it's Thomas's turn. Thomas, I'm going to move into the conservatory, and let's just allow him to make a default suggestion as well. And that then moves Tane down there. Luke can move into the hallway here. One of the things I would like to do, and here's another suggestion, I'm going to reveal that white, that I have that card. That's going to be revealed. And I also see here that Tane revealed his card. And so now it's going to be Derek's turn. Derek is going to go to the library, and I'm sorry, the dining room. And so we'll once again accept these. And Thomas. Luke. And finally, me. Now I'm going to make a suggestion here that the murder occurred in the library with the wrench, and that it was Scarlet. And so now at this point, you'll see that a suggestion was made and the details of the suggestion, and that there was no information to prove the suggester wrong. So this is an interesting case here. It's now Ina's turn. Now Ina's located in the library, and one of the things I want to demonstrate is the ability to put two characters into the hallway. So going to Ina's a bit of housekeeping here on all the messages. Now, as you can see here, I can move into a room that is also occupied by someone else. And I can make a suggestion, and that suggestion now can be addressed by others. kitchen. Now it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and move out into the hallway. And now it's Ina's turn. I'm going to make another suggestion, and that moves okay. So now at this point, Ina's going to move out into the hallway. Tane is going to also move out into the hallway. And what I'm going to try to do here is I'm going to try to move Derek into the hallway. Now this addresses the requirement that no two players can occupy the same hallway. And so you see here that that is not authorized. There are a number of valid choices, but moving into the hallway where Ina is located is not one of them. So Derek is going to move over here. And then the same thing we're going to see with Thomas is trying to move into that same hallway and can't do that legally. So Thomas can move out here into the hallway as well. Luke is going to move, and then finally I want to show I'm going to make an incorrect accusation while in the library. So at the beginning of my turn here as Scott Plum, I'm going to make an accusation that it is the conservatory, that it was Scarlet with a wrench. I'm sorry. No. Excuse me. But it was the wrench, Scarlet. And I'm going to make the accusation. My accusation, however, is wrong, so I'm going to be eliminated from the game, and others will be notified that I'm eliminated from the game. Okay, and so you see this notification that I've left the game. Okay, now at this point, it's Ina's turn, and she figured out that I'm wrong, so she's going to make an accusation, the correct accusation, that it was actually herself in the library with the wrench. And so, and she, as you can see here, she was right and won the game. And as you can see here, other players are notified that this is the case as well, and that that is how the game concludes. Thank you very much. That concludes our video demonstration.